Warnya knew that what the other party said was true. In fact, Nippon Steel, a top-notch steel group, is very popular in any country. Especially their strength in special steels is among the top in the world. Special steel has a wide range of uses, and the more sophisticated the field, the higher the demand for special steel. Such as the military industry. The most common barrels have very strict requirements on steel. If the material is excellent, the life and accuracy of the gun can reach the best, but if the material is not good, the life and accuracy of the gun will naturally not work. Some barrels, fired thousands of times, will wear out so much that they have to be replaced. Some gun barrels have reached the end of their life after hitting a few hundred rounds. If they don't work well, they may explode. Once they are put into use on the battlefield, it may affect the battle situation and results. In addition, tank armor, helicopter armor, and aircraft carrier decks all have extremely high requirements for steel. Therefore, everyone hopes to have in-depth cooperation with companies like Nippon Steel. But Nippon Steel is also very smart. They not only have a great appetite for foreign cooperation, but they are also very cautious about patents and scientific research results. Even if it is to reach a cooperation, they will not bring out the top results at the bottom of the box. At most, some castrated products are used to cover the civilian field, and the cutting-edge technology in the military field is never external. This time working with the Song family, what they want is absolute holdings. While letting the Song family surrender, contribute money, land, and power, they must do things under their hands and at their orders. As long as the Song family agrees to this condition, they will spend a few years gradually turning the Song family into their own puppets, or sweeping the Song family out of the game. Warnya didn't expect that she would give Nippon Steel 2 more profit rights, but the people of Nippon Steel still refused. So, she gritted her teeth and said, "Mr. Hashimoto, I can give Nippon Steel a part of the income right. The future net profit will be 55% for Nippon Steel and 45% for Song. How about this?" To give up 5 points in one breath, for Warnya, it was already a great compromise and concession. Unexpectedly, Hashimoto shook his head without hesitation and smiled faintly. "Miss Song, our Nippon Steel's requirement is to never give up the controlling rights. If you can't agree to the controlling rights, then there is no need to continue talking." Warnya suddenly felt very passive. She couldn't help but secretly think in her heart, "Now, on behalf of the Song family, I actively want to cooperate with Nippon Steel, so Nippon Steel directly squeezed my mentality and demanded a controlling stake, and it did not give in at all. If I continue to insist, then this matter may not be discussed. If this time I return without success, then all the preparatory work I have done will be lost. By the way, if I give up the controlling rights, it will be equivalent to giving up all autonomy. In the future, Nippon Steel will decide almost all the affairs of the company. Then the Song family will be too passive." Hashimoto Kinzaki saw her expression a bit tangled, and said with a smile, "Miss Song, this matter does not need to settle immediately without any hurry. You can go back and think about it first. Let's make an appointment tomorrow for a chat. What do you think?" Warnya hesitated for a while, then nodded gently. She is very clear that she has no initiative at all in this round of negotiations. If continue to talk like this, they will only become more passive. This is like buying things in a store. If the seller is anxious to make a move, the buyer will have more room for bargaining. For example, if the seller makes a price of 100, the buyer will directly say 20, and then you will sell if you sell. I go to another place to buy it, and then I can firmly seize the initiative. However, if the seller's mentality is very stable, the buyer will say 20, and the other party will directly say that you should go to another house. This will make the buyer lose the initiative. According to normal logic, buyers can only add up a little bit until the price can satisfy the seller. The specific transaction depends on the seller's psychological price. It may be 50 or 78. 10, even 90. However, the seller in front of Warnya was not prepared to make any concessions. He gave Warnya a very tough attitude. "You can only buy 100 for this item, and 1 cent will not work. If you want to get 99, I'm sorry, then you can go to another house or go back and think about it. Warnya has no room for mediation at this time. The only way is to suspend the negotiation first, slow down the rhythm, and continue to come and talk tomorrow. So, she nodded and stood up and said, Mr. Hashimoto, then both of us will consider it carefully. If it is convenient for you, I will come back tomorrow morning, no problem. Hashimoto stood up with a smile, shook hands with Warnya, and said, Miss Song, I will send you out. After Warnya left Nippon Steel, she and her assistant got into the rented nanny car and rushed back to the hotel. At the same time, she sent a message to the family's WeChat group in the car. Nippon Steel must have a 51% controlling stake here. I will not give in. I give up the right of income to 55% and they are still unmoved. I have already come out of Nippon Steel. I will organize the negotiation points in the evening, and I will talk to them again tomorrow, Mr. Song immediately sent a voice message. Nippon Steel has always had a big appetite, but don't take them too seriously, because I learned some time ago that Nippon Steel's life is not easy now. Immediately afterward, the old man sent another voice. Their group has successfully engaged in several large investment projects in the past few years, but they have not done it properly and wasted a lot of funds, so their revenue this year is under great pressure. On the surface, it seems very calm, but deep down, they must also be eager to cooperate with us. It's nothing more than trying to put on the air and strive for more benefits. Honor Song also sent a message. Warnya, don't worry, look for their flaws, and then hold them, they will definitely compromise, yeah. The old man said, it is now February, and they will soon release last year's financial report. If the financial data is not good, not only shareholders will trouble them, but investors will also complain. In that case, their stock price is bound to fall. If they can announce their cooperation with us before the financial report is released, it can also inspire the emotions of shareholders and investors. Warnya replied, okay, I will get ready after I get back to the hotel, and talk to them again tomorrow. At this moment, Hashimoto's phone suddenly rang. The caller ID indicated that the call was from Oru's Hill of the neighboring country. Honor, at this time, was in his luxurious duplex apartment in the center of Oru's Hill, listening to the prompt tone on the phone with a wireless landline. Hashimoto got on the phone first, and said with a smile, Mr. Song is so fast. As soon as the lady left with her front foot, your call came from the back foot.